Hello.
It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas. It feels like the final push.
The final countdown.
Final countdown. It's a bit dramatic, but.
Countdown. Yeah, I know. One more week, I guess, for work for us.
For most
studio.
In Australia, if you're not from Aussie or New Zealand, this is like Christmas, New Year's break is like our summer holidays. So everything kind of shuts down like
for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, like proper shuts down for 2 weeks. The kids are already out of school by this point, aren't they? They might have a couple more days left, but
I think they're all finished as of this week.
Yeah,
the final one's finished this week.
And then they don't go back to school till like February.
End of Jan,
Feb. Yeah. But pretty much everything shuts down for 2 weeks. Most tradies stop for like a month.
Why not?
Why not? They're self-employed.
Yeah. So we've got our studio. I guess you say studio. We shut it down for 2 weeks. So there's one more week. You only have 2 days of filming.
Yep.
Then you have events. The rest of us will just be doing the last Caleb will be doing the last edits and doing the last bit of tidy up for the end. Then Friday, we have our, work Christmas party.
I guess that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 5 of us, so it seems like
it's still a work Christmas party.
It is a work Christmas party. We are going go-karting and going out to dinner in Disney.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Oh, you've started.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to start. So Andy's making something, obviously. And
what are you making, Katelyn?
I am making something today. So I always make rum balls every year. But if you're not a drinker, this is a really good alternative, and this is something that Andy can have. So it's cherry ripe balls. Cherry ripe because probably one of the best chocolate bars out there, which is Australian as well. And two, it's just cherry.
Is it Australian?
coconut.
Are you sure that's Australian?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, it is. I remember researching. This is an Australian chocolate bar.
I want to fact check that.
No, someone started it and then Cadbury bought it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I am like 99% sure. Anyway, so we're making a cherry ripe balls, so very similar to rum balls. So we've just got 1 packet of plain biscuits. I use milk arrowroot, but you can use digestives or Nice or whatever biscuits. And graham crackers. You blitz them in a food processor, or you can put them in a bag and sort of whack them with a wooden, a rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
And then this is 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Also with the biscuits, I don't blitz it right down to a fine powder. I like little crunchy bits in it. So we have that, and then we have 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. So just mix those through. And what are you making?
So in the current theme of the channel has been leftovers. I had a whole bunch of mortadella left over from a shoot. It's also like the season of sandwiches, I think. For me anyway, you don't really eat many sandwiches throughout the year, but over this period I do. And this is a sandwich I've never eaten before. This is Anthony Bourdain's favourite sandwich, which is fried mortadella. I think he usually uses provolone cheese, but we had some Gruyere, mustard and mayonnaise.
Nice.
It's a very simple recipe, and you've just made a big mess.
I'm really messy with this recipe.
I've got to go somewhere after this, so you're on your own with the clean up.
That is fine. That's all good. And then I have glazed cherries? Glacé cherries, with Andy nicely chopped them up for me. Just going to mix those in there. And then we're going to mix in sweetened condensed milk as well to bring it all together.
Very good.
Yeah. So last week we talked about, you said that Breville's were just my family thing. And it's definitely not. Lots of people in the comments
saying... How many
lots? Lots. Would have been at least 30 comments.
30?
Even someone from the UK said they call it Breville's. So it's not just me. There was Jaffle versus Breville, but there's lots of Breville comments in there.
So mortadella, I'm pretty sure mortadella is the same as bologna. I could be wrong. In New Zealand, we used to call it luncheon, and here you call it Devon. But we just kind of piled it up, get some colour on one side, flip it, get some cheese on there, let that melt a bit. Then we'll toast our little sourdough rolls.
And that already smells so good.
I don't know, I'm pretty excited. I haven't eaten any lunch today yet. Sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Brings it all together.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're missing half the tin.
Sorry, chef. Can you get that for me?
Jeez, cost of goods is going through the roof.
Thanks. Now, I feel like usually for this one, there's only so far that you can actually stir it, and then you just have to get in with your hands.
Get in there.
Yeah.
How good sweetening condensed milk?
It is pretty good.
All right, you got any questions for me this week?
Yeah, heaps.
Heaps.
Yeah. Someone wants to know if Australians have the same quarrel as English do over Marmite, whether they love or hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty universally loved here. The quarrel we have is it's like Marmite but Vegemite, so you're making it just a gigantic mess. So here we use Vegemite, and then English people and some Kiwis eat Marmite. Then there's Promite as well. I think Promite's an Aussie thing too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it's very loved or hated.
Very loved in my family. Very loved in most families.
Yeah.
So someone said, okay, we need to know what's happening in Sydney next year. Don't leave us hanging.
Oh. So we live on the Sunshine Coast currently, and we were having to travel to Sydney very frequently. We also currently, and we just kind of decided that.
Woo! Sorry, this is stressful. I need it.
This is stressful. We just kind of need to be there more. So we're moving to Sydney.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. We're really fortunate that when you go, we'll be able to go back and forth a bit. So you will still see videos shot from this house as well. But yeah, we're going to Sydney, which means lots of changes in the team, lots of changes in our life. But it's kind of crazy that what started as me shooting videos in my in-laws' house, now that we're kind of moving to Sydney and we're going to hire some new people. Unfortunately, that means that Mitch and Daz, they're not that keen to come to Sydney, and understandably, they're kind of coast people, they like the beach. So with great sadness, they're leaving the business. They've been a huge part of what we've done at Andy Cook's for almost 2 years now. So it'll be really sad to kind of not have them around every day, but I think that's part of life. And it's kind of like, Mitch and Daz were friends and still are friends, but they were friends first. So in one way it's kind of sad, the other way it's kind of, I don't know, we get our friends back almost. Because I think when you as soon as you start working with someone every day,
you don't hang out as much.
You don't want to hang out.
Weekends.
You're because you just see each other all week. So, so it'll be nice to have that part of our friendship back.
But they're going traveling, which is really exciting. They've kind of wanted to travel for quite a while now. They have traveled a lot before, so I think that it's itching to get out of there. So really
and who knows,
exciting.
They might end up coming back.
They'll still probably pop into the channel here and there.
So yeah, Sydney. I used to live in Sydney a while ago, a long time ago. So it's going to be kind of move back. I'm kind of really looking forward to living back in a city again. I'm kind of a city guy.
Just the options for food.
Yeah.
And wine.
Yeah, I love the coast, but it's pretty small. And yeah, there's only a handful of good restaurants and stuff like that. So looking forward to that, but really fortunate that we can still come once we know. You always want what you can't have, right? So when I living in the coast, I've always been like, oh, I want to live back in the city. And then when you live in the city, you're like, oh, I want to live on the coast. So
thank you.
We'll be pretty lucky to have the best of both worlds.
Yeah. This is a very messy job.
Yeah, look at your hands.
So usually with Rum Balls, you then have more desiccated coconut to sort of roll in it, but I'm actually going to dip these in chocolate and then put a little piece of cherry ripe bar on the top.
So fancy.
So fancy.
So mortadella and cheese is out. A little bit of butter in the pan. Bread rolls going. We're going to get a nice toast on them.
What is the perfect leftover dessert or even the perfect Christmas dessert?
Leftover dessert? I don't know what a leftover dessert is.
Well, I would say the bread and butter pudding. That's kind of a leftover dessert.
Yeah, rice pudding. That's kind of a good leftover dessert.
Rice pudding.
Yeah.
Christmas dessert?
Oh, no, not really a Christmas dessert. But the best Christmas dessert is a pavlova, for sure.
It's true. Although there was lots of, those people saying trifle is
Trifle's also good. I usually make a trifle. I'm not going to make one this year.
You're not doing any desserts this year, I don't think.
No.
Mum is actually going to make you a pavlova.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
What, the new one or the last year's one?
I have no idea. Probably the one in your cookbook.
Last year's one.
Andy, how long do you leave each protein out of the fridge before cooking? So i.e. steak, chicken, fish.
Here's a heated conversation.
Right.
People have strong opinions on this. I don't do much at all. I do a little bit. Like I know a lot of chefs, famous chefs have come out and said, you've got to temper your meat. I think tempering meat only really works if you actually temper it, which takes way longer than is probably safe to do so. Every single restaurant I've worked in hasn't really tempered their meat either because of health and safety. So I honestly don't really do it much at all. I do it naturally. If I'm cooking, I'll just pull my steaks out of the fridge before I cook them and then they'll kind of sit there.
Yeah.
Fish, I don't really do at all. Yeah, so not, 20 minutes, half an hour. But I don't hyper obsess over it like a lot of people do. Okay. I don't see. I get the argument, and I can kind of understand the science behind it. Like it should cook more evenly, but I don't know. In testing, it hasn't really kind of proven to be that much difference, in my opinion. But cooking is subjective. Just because I do something one way, if you have a different way of doing it, that's okay.
Speaking of Christmas videos that peak on 21st of December, are you going to do a video to be released on the 22nd of December about how to make gravy?
Wow, who wrote that? Andy Cook's Protein Press is back in stock, by the way. 3rd round.
Woo.
Yeah, we can't, literally sold out twice, so we've got another lot back in stock. Hopefully it'll last us a bit longer than the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, we need to get more stock this time.
Yes, there's a special video coming out on the 21st.
No, 18th.
On the 18th? About gravy, in collaboration with someone, a movie. I'm going to say that. Katelyn might help yell at me, but the movie's out, isn't it?
The movie's out.
The movie's out. So if you're an Australian, you'll probably put the 2 and 2 together. Yeah.
But you don't have a specific gravy video besides from that one that's coming out. But you have gravy in a YouTube video. There's
a sauces, stocks and gravies video, which is already live, and that's been up for a couple of months.
Make gravy in
Make gravy in that. There's a video that's going live on this Sunday, which is
it will be live.
The 15th December is the Christmas video, and that has a gravy in it.
Yes, that's live now.
Yes, that's live as you're seeing it, not as we're seeing it. Is it?
Yeah, this goes live.
Sunday night.
That's this Sunday of Christmas, and this goes live Sunday night. Okay. Awesome. Andy, can you recommend some great non-alcoholic drink alternatives when out with friends?
Yeah, absolutely. This stuff, where is it?
Oh yeah.
We got some delivered the other day.
You should have poured yourself a glass.
This is which is a non-alcoholic wine alternative. It's not like a wine. I think we've talked about this stuff before.
Yeah.
This stuff's great. This is number 2, which is whole pears, kombucha, ginger, cardamom, peppercorn, star anise, black tea, clove, agave, vanilla, olive brine, and verjuice. I think there's 6 flavors, maybe 7 flavors. But they're nice. They're not sweet, which I'm not super into overly sweet drinks, especially if I'm having dinner. So yeah, non is a great wine or booze alternative.
Yeah. Oh, and the sparkling that I'm drinking today is actually from the same winery that I talked about last week. So Windows Estate in WA. This is their Chenin Blanc sparkling. So I bought a couple of bottles of that because it's delicious. It's a really light flavored sparkling. So great to have with food. Roasty. And someone did ask, what is a good drink to buy as a Christmas gift? You know, I think sparkling's really safe. It is the time of year where people drink more sparkling than usual. And I would say try to get a sparkling from your country if they make great sparkling. So as much as I love champagne, it can be expensive. And I think, you know, at least in Australia, sparkling we make here is, you know, just as delicious, has some great flavors. So this is really beautiful from Windows Estate. I always like, I think it's called Hentley Estate in South Australia. They do a Blanc de Blanc sparkling.
Blanc de Blanc.
It's a nice bottle, so it's like a really nice gift. And to be honest, any Tassie sparkling is just so good. So I would always opt for a sparkling for a gift. There's someone at the door.
Got it.
Sorry, I would get it, but my hands are a mess. That's the only downfall with making Rum Balls is just yuck, that. But got to do it. You can, I think, spoon them and do it that way.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
You just don't get like the full round texture. That's all part of the fun. That one's breaking up a little bit. That one's got
What
lots
did
of
you order?
Oh, it's a replacement skirt.
A skirt.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and then someone said, asked what was the sparkling water you were drinking last week?
Strange Love. It's probably a flavoured one. We like their stuff.
Yeah, it's a good water. Water in a can. Would you ever do a collaboration with Kimono Mum?
I don't even know who Kimono Mum is.
Ooh.
Do you know who Kimono Mum is?
No. You're starting without me.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yum, that sounds good. Good?
Good sandwich. Cheesy. Mustard's nice and kind of breaks all the fattiness. It's nice. I don't have to do any work today.
Yeah,
I'll just eat my sandwich.
I mean, this is easy.
Someone's going to get mad because
Just
I'm eating
fiddly.
with my mic on.
Yeah, oh well. Okay, that is done. I actually think I want to do half of them rolled in coconut and then just half of them in chocolate.
Okay.
Some worry the chocolate might be full on. So, okay, let me just wash my hands. Andy, do you want to answer another question?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a small bin under the counter so Andy doesn't have to keep walking out of shot to throw out exactly the root ends of 2 spring onions?
I do normally. Was the answer. I usually have a bowl under there. Usually when I'm filming for the main channel, but I don't know why I didn't. Where are you up to? No, that's it.
What's that?
That's it. That's all my questions
That's
answered.
all your questions, yeah.
I'm too busy enjoying my sandwich to entertain the people.
Someone asked me, what do I think about wine subscription? I really wish that it was better availability for tastings. I have never done a wine subscription. It's probably,
A good thing.
I like to pick, you know? It's probably just, I don't like the every month. And I also don't think, like sometimes, you know, I'll have a few bottles of wines and then sometimes I won't have that much. So I don't really like subscription because I just don't think I'm gonna get through it or it's not gonna be enough either way. Yeah, so, but I do like when online wine stores sometimes they have a mystery pack, or they have a red pack or a white pack or a natural pack. I think that's good, just so you're trying something new. And they usually, put in like different options. So some cheap ones, some more valuable ones. So I think that's a good way to do it. That's what I do over a wine subscription. And I don't know, if you have a local wine store, see if they do tastings. I know the one that we have here, Market Wine Store, they do a tasting pretty much every Saturday or every second Saturday, which is great. They usually focus on either a region or a grape variety, and you can pop down and try. I think they usually open 4 bottles, so that's a really great way to try some different wines. But I also think when you go out to dinner, that's when I try new wines. I always try to get something I haven't had before. You're only ordering a glass, so it's pretty safe. If you hate it, then move on to something else.
Have you ever had a wine that you've been like, I actually just don't want to drink this?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I've had one which was a whole bottle, and I was like, I'm not drinking that. Because I don't drink for the sake of drinking. I drink it because I genuinely love it. So.
All right. As a recovered alcoholic, I don't relate.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, there was actually someone in the comment section that said that they had just had their last drink.
Yeah.
And they'd given it up, so.
Hope you're still going strong, one day at a time.
How's it going there?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I should be a chocolatier.
Yeah. Rum Balls are good. Or cherry ripe balls.
Rum Balls.
Cherry ripe balls. I know, but I just refer to them as Rum Balls. We always have them at Christmas, and it's just something we graze on all day.
Yeah, I was just saying to Kat before we started filming, I was like, I feel like I'm just going to eat like crap for the next month and then feel bad, and then in January.
That's what this time of year is for, though.
I don't know. It needs to be, I don't know, maybe. I'm saying there needs to be balance, but there probably won't be.
Not on Christmas Day, though, or Boxing Day, because Boxing Day you have to have all the leftovers.
Was there coconut in the mix?
Yep. I'll do this one. And then, so once you have these, you just got to pop them either in the fridge for an hour or the freezer for a bit, just so they harden up, and then they're ready to go. And then we usually keep them just in the fridge. Oh, I need to put some little cherry ripes on them. So what about what do you film for New Year's? Like, do you have a New Year's video or any New Year's Eve shorts?
No, not really. Oh, I mean, yeah, we do. We have like we're not going to post as much not as much. We're not posting on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I don't think. Excuse me. And we're not posting on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. But we are, our usual long form stuff, that's short. So our long form stuff is normal. So
Don't fall off.
yeah, every Sunday like normal on the long form. Just some more. We got a video coming out on like the 22nd of December. That's like 10 ways to use up leftover Christmas ham. That could be a good one to watch. Oh no.
I'm not cutting up a whole other chocolate bar just for this one, so you can just have some.
Put some bologna on it.
No, that sounds terrible.
Well done, babe. See,
Ta-da!
I was going to say you can cook, but you didn't cook anything.
No, but I've prepared. That is technical. This is still something.
Okay.
Not everything you have to
We
cook.
won't get the trailer on camera, but that's all right.
No, just have one. Have one of these.
Okay.
Take one for me.
One for you?
Yeah, we have to try them on camera. Otherwise, that's just they could be disgusting.
They might be. Then you're telling people to bake something that's disgusting.
I know. So we better got to check it.
They're disgusting.
It's disgusting.
No good.
Yum.
Pretty good.
That's so good. I could eat so many of these.
So,
I really made a mess. Oh, I gotta try this.
okay. And then we'll,
Dessert first, and then
yeah.
let me just cleanse my palate.
I'm about to head off to my Christmas party for a kill koi.
You are.
Should be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a tasty sandwich.
Good or not? But that's it for
Yum. Okay.
the Back of House channel for this year. We will be back next year. There was an overwhelming response to make sure we don't
Disappear.
disappear. So we will get back onto it next year. But we do have a pretty crazy January just because of moving and stuff. So even if it's just, we'll jump on and give you a quick update, but won't be cooking anything or anything. And just use this channel more like an update channel and what's happening. We're going to do some cool stuff next year, I think. I really want to do some stuff that's like maybe a bit more community focused. So some pop-ups, hopefully. Go and do some like cooking some restaurants with some of my friends, and you know, you guys can come, be like set menu stuff. So we'll do that in Australia next year, and if it goes well, we might do some international ones. So let us know what cities you want us, or you want me to come cooking.
Yeah.
Should be fun. I haven't cooked in a restaurant in a while.
Bit dusty.
But nah, it'll be fun. Be easy.
Yeah. Well, have a great
Hey Siri,
holiday, Christmas if you have Christmas, New Year's. Enjoy time with family and friends or yourself. I'm excited for some downtime by myself as well. I think I have about 3 books that I want to read over the summer. Eat lots of good food. If you drink some great wine.
Stay hydrated if you don't drink, and if you do drink actually.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Bye.